I'm going to talk about my 50-year career of how I'm exiting and downsizing my workaholism. All right? I'm going to be 72 in March. I've been working on this strategy, knowing it's coming once I got Medicare. Once I got Medicare, 12 months later, I got my Social Security at full benefit. And let me tell you the three things that I really had to concentrate on. And I'm in my, what am I? I'm in my, let me see here. I'm in my 6th year of transition. And I'm a strategist for 50 years. My strategies were always business related and then personal. Okay? So I wanted to highlight 3 things here on this video. Number 1, I had to look at my financial situation very heavily because I've always taken risk. I've been an entrepreneur. I've had 8 different careers, multiple businesses that I either built. First of all, I had to buy them, invest in them. Then I had to build them, and then I had to sell them. That's my strategy. Buy, sell, grow. You follow me? Now, not only in business, it's personal. I had to build my own life and my lifestyle that I was looking at. And so who came first? Usually it was my business partners, my employees. I had a strategy. I had to implement it. I had to communicate it. But who executed it were my employees. So now, once I started thinking about, well, God, I'm going to be retiring. I'm going to be exiting. And so I always had financial goals. But then once you become at a certain age, and after you raise your kids and do the best you can for your children and so on, and most of my life, 70 years, I've been single, divorced, okay? And there's a reason why I got divorced too. That was part of my strategy, all right? Because financially, at the end of the day, you have to have some type of income to live. You see what I'm saying? So, number 1, as I was exiting and downsizing, and I learned a lot about downsizing because of bad times in business and clients downsizing. So when the clients would downsize, they would basically say, Rock, we're downsizing. That's business, nothing personal, but we got to make changes. And guess what? The world is changing, man. The world is changing. And it's not the way it used to be when I was 40. Now I'm in my 70s. Everything is different. The business that I was in, printing and converting, completely different. Mergers and acquisitions, completely different. Everything has changed. Okay? And then my body's changed. My health has changed. My relationships have changed. I mean, we could go on and on. But the number 1 thing was I had to look at my net worth, and I had to look at my retirement funds. I had to look at Social Security. I had to know what was coming in and what was going out. And guess what I had to do? I had to change my lifestyle. Okay? I planned it. I planned on downsizing. Okay? Now, I'm in a situation where now I don't want to basically own anything. I just want to have investments. I don't want to own a home anymore. All that stuff. I've been through all that. I'm interested in even getting rid of my car eventually. And that's why I'm here in Vietnam. I'm evaluating my lifestyle and my cost of living. Where do I feel better? Where am I feel healthier? What can I afford? I want to be at peace. I want to have less stress. Okay, so that is leading me to number 2. And I got some notes here because I could ramble. Number 2 is after I know my financial situation, including an estate plan, including a Roth conversion, including all the things that you really need to look at. I even have long-term insurance for no one's going to take care of me. I'm a single guy. If something happens to me, I don't want to be a burden to my kids or anybody else. So I started long-term insurance in my 50s. Once I saw my parents going into independent living and the cost of independent living, it's pretty scary. So number 2 would be the responsibilities and accountabilities to my business partners, my employees, my clients, because I had to say goodbye. I had to start turning down business because I realized I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be under this type of stress. I don't want to go through all the emotional aspect of selling a project, executing the contract, and then the other thing is the collection of the contract. You're taking risks with people. You see? All right, so basically, number 2 is being responsible, being accountable, paying your debts, fulfilling your promises. Do the right thing. Because when you get older, you don't want to have any regrets. You don't want to basically owe anything to anybody. You want to be free and independent. I mean, it's not easy, but you got to take what they call in a 12-step program an inventory of what's going on in the past. And don't forget, I've had a 50-year career. I wanted to finish strong, you know? And as a workaholic, I achieved a lot of what I wanted to do. Because I always had goals. I had financial goals, I had personal goals, I had career goals, I had parenting goals. And I'm, besides being a strategist, I know God has taken care of me. I've been blessed with a lot of energy to fulfill a lot of my purpose. And that's the other thing I was very blessed with and lucky to find a purpose at a very young age. I was in my 20s. And I went through a lot of change. I went through a marriage at 22. I had kids, 3 kids by 30. I wasn't finished with college. I was still going to college while I had kids. I had a full-time career. I turned a family business around completely to the point where my family had a chance to move on because I had to buy the family business with another buyer. And that wasn't easy. So, and then I changed my career 8 times in my life. So, feeling like I didn't owe anybody anything, including the IRS, including banks. Because I had big loans out there, man. I had alimony. I was married 25 years and I had 30 years of alimony that I fulfilled. You think that was fun? I could have fought that. I could have bitched and moaned, but you know what? God gave me talent. And I exercised that talent. And now I'm here in Saigon thinking about what the hell I'm going to do in the next 5 years, 10 years. I'm on a retreat. You follow me? Now my kids are wondering, and my grandkids, where's Papa Rock? Well, guess what? Papa Rock, this is why I do these videos, because they're going to be evergreen. They're on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Twitter, X. That's my career now. What you're hearing now is my future. I even wrote a book, and the book's not good enough because I'm going day to day. Here's my roadmap. Here's my playbook, as they say. Sure, it could change. It changes every day. But guess what? I'm open to change. And that's very important. I expect change. And you know what? You adapt. It's like sports. In between periods in hockey, you get a break. Intermission. You get football, halftime. You adapt. Baseball, every pitch is a strategy. Every pitch is a result. Every mistake, every error. You see? Tennis. People know tennis. What about golf? You know? And they measure everything today. Metrics. Analytics. All right. Now, number 3 is basically looking down the road. Understand this. My dad is 100 years old. My father gave me a lot of heads up, and my mother, about the rules of life. And the rules of life wasn't education. The rules of life was hard knocks. And I've had enough hard knocks. And no, I'm not perfect. I'm flawed. But guess what? Now I'm at the point where I'm saying, okay, my dad's 100. He's a great role model. He taught me a lot of good things. Number 1, integrity, ethics, doing the right thing, saving for a rainy day, live amongst your means, invest, families first, faith, strong faith, give back, food, nutrition, finance, moderation, don't drink, don't smoke, don't overeat. All those are becoming true. And I'm looking at my father, who's got his mind. My mother died at 94, passed away at 94 years old, no diseases. Had her mind even to mention to my sisters how to dress her at her passing. Okay? So I'm looking down the road. I'm 71. I'm looking at my finances. I'm looking at my kids. I'm looking at my grandkids. I'm looking at my life. I'm looking at relationships. And I'm not looking back. Saigon, a new venture for me. I'm here close to 3 months in 1 year to observe, what do I want to do? I'm selling my condo. I'm downsizing. I'm going to reinvest. I'm going to live life. I have an estate plan. I have a long-term plan, long-term insurance. But God's got the real plan, right? But I just want to be happy. That's one thing my mother says, that's the goal, to be happy. And this makes me happy that I could exit with pride and dignity. That's why I do YouTubes, because I want my grandkids to look at Papa Rock and say, you know, Papa Rock was kind of crazy, but you know what? He had some good sense. Just like my father. And common sense is not common anymore. In the United States, completely different than Vietnam. Okay? So I hope this helps. So the 3 things as I exit my career after 50 years, which hasn't been easy, 6-7 years, okay? And I'm downsizing for years. I'm doing an inventory. I'm becoming a minimalist, but I'm free and I'm at peace. I'm healthy. And cash is king, as my father would say. It's good to have cash, man. It's good to have cash. It's good to have your health. It's good to help people. So we got number 1 to start. My playbook is know your finances. Know your budget. Know what you can do, what you can't do. And that's only for you. If you're married and you have kids and you're remarried and you have more kids, I mean, but some people don't care. I do. I do care. That's why finance is a tremendous gift to help other people. And I'm not helping the people that are already helped, and I wouldn't say entitled or privileged. I'm going to say that already have their profession or their purpose and they're doing the right thing. I'm saying the underprivileged. I'm saying the special needs people. I'm saying the hungry, the homeless. That's where I want to help. And I want to help the Agent Orange here in Vietnam after 50, 60 years, the victims. And then number 2 is the responsibility and accountability of exiting. Do the right thing. Pay your bills. Fulfill your promises so you can live free and independent. And then next is looking down the road. I'm looking at my journey. I'm in my 70s. My father's in the 100. My mother was 94. I got another maybe 20 years. I want to be happy. And I don't want anything weighing me down. So I'm just going to stay out of everybody's problems, including the country's, including my kids and their marriages and their dogs and their kids and all this. I'm staying out of everybody's fucking problems. I got my own problems. I've had 50 years of wins, losses, and lessons. So now it's like, Rock, take your own advice. And by the way, faith, my prayers, listening to daily psalms and proverbs, either reading or listening on apps. AI has been tremendous because it kind of, I'm not talking to myself, and I'm not talking to other people because not everybody, I don't want to bring problems to anybody. I'm saying, here's my thought process. What's it sound like? Because I used to tell my kids as a single dad, listen, if you're looking for trouble, you'll find it. And second of all, whatever decisions you make, there's a consequence. And believe me, they learned the hard way. Dad doesn't know shit until they find out what happened. My brother and I laugh because we realize that we never got caught with shit when we were younger. Today, people get caught with everything, with social media and all that. So, anyway, I hope this helped. I hope this helped that gotta have a plan, man. Just like business. And that's what happened to me being in business for so many years. I always had a plan. In the fourth quarter, it's difficult for everybody because people are thinking holidays, they're thinking about downsizing, they're thinking about retirement funds, they're talking about cost of living, they're talking about their kids, Christmas gifts. What else is another problem? Oh, raises, bonuses at the end of the year. Those days are over. You got to take care of yourself. Like my father would say, just make sure you take care of yourself. Well, if you take care of yourself, it's true, you could help other people. And don't be greedy. Don't be greedy. And yes, it hurts to give away things that are good. But guess what? That's what sacrifice is all about. That's what religion and God is all about, is you got to give away. Okay. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you soon.